Okay. Ta-da! Hello!
Good morning.
Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The Adventures of Liz and Rebecca.
Woo! Hi. I'm Rebecca. I'm staying standing to show off my dress. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber. And foggy, but it's August, so of course it's foggy. Going to be hot today, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
It's low 90s, which for us is hot, but for other people right now, they might see that as not hot. But anyway, this is a fun new dress I have. It goes down to like mid calf.
It's got a ruffle on the bottom.
It's got a little bit of ruffle on the bottom, not enough to make me upset. But yes,
Ooh, she spins.
Well, I was showing the backside and I just went fast. So a little bit of a headache this morning, so I'm not going to spin too fast. But anyway, hi. This is fun. This one's fun because it's black and the leaves are very fall, but then the flowers are this pale pink. So there's this little bit of pink in here, but not a ton. And it looked really good with my hair down, but it's going to be hot today.
It's going to be hot.
So no hair down. It's still purple back there somewhere, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's slowly washing out, but that's okay. Then I get to try another color. So, but I want this color to fully wash out. So it's like, I should just start washing it every day, but then my hair will be unhappy with me. Anyway.
True.
Anyway, I still have my rogue streak that's really purple. It's just funny when I pull my hair up, you can't really tell how purple it is anymore. Neither here nor there, though. So, how was your weekend in terms of crafting?
It was good. I pulled my hair out on Friday night.
That sounds so funny. That sounds like you were like, ah! But
so I could dye it Saturday morning. And so Saturday, people saw me without my hair, and some people were like, wait, I didn't recognize you. I know.
Again, for anyone who doesn't know us, this sounds like you walked around bald on Saturday.
It's true.
I didn't take a picture. We could show people a picture, but you know.
Well, jury duty hair.
Yeah, she had short natural hair.
I have my little curl in the front.
It sounds like you got stressed and you pulled all your hair out, and then now you're wearing a wig. But no. Okay.
So then,
but that happens, and I'm not downplaying that happening to other people. So yes,
we filmed on Sunday filmed. We zoomed.
There's nothing on Facebook. I mean, on this is the headache. There is nothing on YouTube of Sunday because we were doing Facebook and Zoom, and you can see it over on Facebook, but if you're not on Facebook, you can't see it. So.
And you can't see me on Facebook because I was
you only
on
get to
Zoom.
see me. It was our once a month dual platform virtual sit and stitch that's happening next on September 24th. Continue.
So when we started filming, I started putting my hair back in, and so anyway, I have new hair.
The new hair is very pretty. I thought it was really funny. Those who came to Friday sit and stitch, you had these. You look like a poodle.
4 little pom poms. Mm-hmm. Actually 5 because I put one in the middle.
It's so pretty.
Yep. It's all spun. Like I was cutting it out last week while we were filming, and anyway,
some of it shows up on camera, but it's so pretty, especially the solids.
Yeah.
Which are meant to be interspersed with, like, this was your main color, right? Yep. Yeah. That's really pretty. So.
And I did a rogue streak, but I did it wrong.
Did it wrong?
Yeah, so
it's up top there?
I have 1 here, and then 4 here, and then I have 1 here that was supposed to be at the back, so I have this streak here and then a streak going back when it was supposed to be like a Z.
Well, next time.
Yeah, I couldn't read my own directions.
It just looks pretty and lightweight. That's actually
it's like 3 balls of yarn.
Like,
it's a
this
winter
feels, compared to what actual hair would feel like at this length, holy wow.
I weighed it. It's 312 grams or 10.5 ounces.
That's you know.
Yeah. It's not bad. The wizard only weighed like 115 grams. So, yeah.
I guess I didn't do that with the wizard as much, but it feels nice.
It's all super soft and fun and yeah.
Yay! Cool.
Yep.
And so that was your weekend?
Yeah, pretty much. Went to the grocery store.
Me too.
Yeah, and then I had time to do something else and I just chose not to.
Which, it's the weekend. It's okay.
So
I went through a debacle of trying to sign up at a gym, which took multiple trips into town, but I'm signed up at a gym, so I can get a little elliptical in a few times a week and just burn off some energy, hopefully. Didn't help with not having a headache today. I feel a little bit headache today, but
could be a little dehydration from not drinking enough water at home.
But I tried. I drank a lot of water when I was working out for half an hour. I might have overdone it yesterday once I finally got the membership going. I was like, I'm gonna make the most. 2 trips into town. Anyway, so
it's not a thing.
It's not a thing. Okay, so let's go through what I worked on and did and such. Okay, the biggest thing from last Tuesday is I redid the ribbing on my cardigan, on my Ariana, the crochet cardigan with the knit border, and the Amy Christoffers who wrote it, she's noticing more people are doing it on Instagram, whether it's me and people who are doing it with me or not related to me, right? My watch is telling me to breathe. That's what happens when I talk too much. So let me put this on to show you all how it turned out. People on Sit and Stitch got to see it. I have not put buttons on it, and I have not blocked it. And blocking might help, but it's also a comfy cardigan that I'm okay with not blocking. So, except the only place I think I would like to block it is right here at the bottom. And one of our knitters recommended some steam blocking, maybe, because if I set this back on my shoulders, and it still curls a little bit right here, just a little.
But nothing compared to what it did last week.
Go back and watch last Tuesday, right? So the sleeves are still a little long. Like, one of the things I've seen on Instagram of someone making this, it came out like they made what's supposed to be 40 inches, and it looks like it. My gauge is big, but that's okay because my girls, if I'd made something that was 40 inches here, it'd be too tight. I wouldn't be able to close it. But take a look at the back.
So awesome.
My sleeves are long, but I've turned them more into like balloon sleeves, because if I just put it on naturally, it fits. It just, has drapey sleeves, right? It's a comfy, oversized cardigan in many ways. And honestly, with cardigans, like, let me see. Not this side. I got buttonholes on this side. Let me see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't tend to button my cardigans closed anyway. When I wear them, like if I wore this in the wintertime, I would probably wear it like this, open. And it would just be cozy. So I went to an 8 needle. This is an F hook, which is the same size as a 5 needle, but I'm a looser crocheter than I am a knitter. So when I did everything on 5s, this is still on 5s with a looser bind off. I bound off with an 8, and then everything else was an 8. I did not run out of yarn because I did fewer rows because I was on an 8 and stitches were so much bigger. And the button band is thinner. It's not as many rows as the instructions said because this is already oversized. And I didn't need 12 rows. I only did about 8. But I'm already getting really toasty in this, so I'm going to take it off. But this is done. I sewed the last ends in from doing the edging. during virtual sit and stitch.
Can I see something?
Yeah. What?
I was just going to count rows on your 5 and rows on your...
If you would like to do that while I'm talking about other things, have fun.
Thank you.
So it is tighter, and there are, so other things I worked on during virtual sit and stitch. I did some mindless knitting during it. So I got a few more rows done on my flax sample for the shop. This is with Encore Color Spun. And so at this point, I want to say I'm probably a good 6 inches from sleeve separation. It still needs a ways to go before it's ready to have the torso done. I'm just going to hold it up. I'm not going to try on a bunch of stuff today. But that is getting a little longer, which is good. I worked for a few rows on my hat. We only have 2 colors of the Calza socks. So if you're interested in that, contact the shop because they are not in the online shop yet. So this is the sock head hat, and it's meant to be slouchy, so you do 4 inches of ribbing, and then you go, I want to say the instructions say for the adult size, go until it's like 13 inches. And you don't have to. I think the other one I stalled out way before that, but I still had yarn left in my sock yarn skein. So let's see where I've gotten to. On this, I am at 8 inches. So I've done 4 inches of ribbing and 4 inches of the top. And it's changed how the colors, like they were spiraling and pooling, and they're still pooling, but there's not necessarily as like a uniform sense to it anymore. It's just there's bunches where colors are stacking and not. So it's all rainbowy. I really like it. Like I said, if I can. There's so many things I need to do right now on the computer that getting this up online with only 2 colors in the shop may not happen. So just, if you're far away, we still want to sell you yarn, contact the shop. We can send you pictures. We can tell you prices, all that good stuff. It's just, with the fall make-along coming up, there's all these big things I have planned for that. And so I haven't been able to get some of the smaller stuff done. I'll circle back to that if there's time today. But this is another one. And then, let's see. I worked on my Ranunculus. Hang on. I have all these projects in one bag to bring them back in, so it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess.
So your 8 rows of button band is about the equivalent of 10 rows on your the smaller needle.
So 8 rows with the 8 is equal to 10 rows with the 5. Yeah, so I use less yarn, even though same number of stitches or, maybe the same height, I use less yarn. So I will say the button band isn't as thick, even with, I shortened the rows, but it was thicker when I did it with, like, there was more depth to it with the 5, so. I didn't really change how many stitches I was picking up, though, so this is how much yarn I have left. I'm not going to try to... the scale's over there. But I would say I have maybe a half a skein left of the Vivo here. Of my second skein of the Vivo. And my Ranunculus...
is getting longer.
It's getting longer. It's at about... I think when I last measured, it's at about 4.5 stitches from sleeve separation. I think for the size I want to make, not the size instructions I'm following because my gauge is off. The size 5 wants it to be about 6 inches and then 3 inches of ribbing. So I think it's going to be longer than cropped length on me too if I do that. Like I'd like to not use more than this skein. And for a dress, like even something this short, I feel like with a dress, like I'm going to do a good few inches more. But when you're not worried about your belly showing, this is fine, right? If I wear this with pants, it's going to be something different.
And we'll have to try it on with a barber cord to get a more accurate sense of where it's going to.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely. Like, this is not scientifically accurate for how it's actually going to sit on me when it. But I'm not doing barber cords today, so I can talk about some other things. I got a barber cord ready just in case, but I'm like, I think I'm going to get it to the 6 inches or so and try it on. And then switch over to ribbing. I think regardless, I'll probably switch over to ribbing at that point. I have to see how much of this I have left at that point. I still need about 1.5 to 2 inches of knitting on this, and we'll see. So, but I'm loving this. I want to start focusing more time on it this week so I can get it done. Although I will say that what's been distracting me is the new sweater I started, and I don't think they've seen it yet.
No.
They're only watching this. So we got in new colors of Harriet Fine, which is fingering weight alpaca and nylon.
You can kind of see it in there.
It's not the bottom row, it's the next row up. So it's where we're pointing right now, down here. Not the white labels up there.
Yeah.
And there was a pink. And I said, well, it's a really pretty pale pink. But
sorry.
It's a really, really pretty pale pink, and someone's going to love it. I wouldn't make a top out of it, but someone will. And then Liz said, but look at the 2 colors next to it, which were the white, the Villa Blanca, which is more of a natural color, and then the Grello we got in, which... oh my gosh, that's like one of my favorite colors, but I've probably done other stuff with things like it, so I was like, meh. And she said, what if there was a striped thing with these 3 colors? And I went, ooh, now I have to do that. So, I didn't have to, but I was like, I want to be the first. So
not a thing.
Right? So this is the big bag. I brought home all my projects in so they could be on the, oh yeah, the last thing I knit mindlessly on as I'm getting this stuff out, squirrel, was my Aster tee. I'm knitting with the White Squirrel Shuffle, and I maybe got another 1/2 inch. I didn't get very much, but those were the 4 things I kind of focused on during virtual sit and stitch. So I found this top. It's the Dingley Dell, and it's by Isabel Kramer. And I'm making thinner stripes than this, but it's a V-neck top down. Usually V-neck is not top down. And I've got, this is the Grello color, and this is the pink color. It's called Piglet. This is Pampa Sunrise, and I guess it looks like the pampa grass or something like that. This is Piglet. It's really pale pink, and this is the white.
You look like Santa with a blue bag instead of a,
Yeah, I've got other stuff in there, but I'm realizing I'm out of like sets of barber cords, or almost. I might need to claim, because they're all in projects. I might need to claim a new set of barber cords. So this is on a barber cord a little from taking a picture this morning for morning meditation. Because I was in the middle of a row, but this is how the stripes are coming out on it.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
Isn't it so good?
And soft.
And soft
fluffy.
and squishy. And since it's on the barber cord, I'm gonna try this a little. Like, it's doing the sleeve construction as you go. So there was a line coming out from the shoulder with increases on both on both right and wrong side rows, and now it's making the cap sleeve part of it. And it's curling up because it's on the needles, but it's so soft and fluffy. But I'm starting to do the V-neck construction right now, and I'm through 1 color repeat. I'm on the 2nd color repeat of the color. Isn't that cute? I'm so excited about this. And for my size with short sleeves, it should, I haven't looked at how cropped it is. In her picture, it doesn't look super cropped.
No.
For her size. Now, we know that grading it for different sizes, that's part of what we got a book from Tian Connaughton, I think her last name is, called Cardigans for Everybody. And she talks about I started reading the book over the weekend, and one of the things she talks about is how not everybody, like, pattern writers have to be super generic with their sizing, and we're all individual. And so we've seen that with knitters who are bigger sizes, but the armholes aren't big enough for their arms because their arms it's not just proportional, right? Things like that. And so we'll see if following her instructions for the bigger size, if it fits me or not. I mean, I have a pretty, like, there's parts of me that are bulky and there are parts of me that are a little more slender. So I can usually find a size in a lot of patterns that work for me, but not everyone can. So this book, which I didn't bring over today, but I'll try to talk about on another day, and we'll try to get it up online. It's self-published, so it's just about $30. But so far it's really amazing. Like, she talks about, she like, it's a while before you get to any patterns or any math on really, but it's a lot having to do with magic math before you really get into, you can't just pick this up and make a cardigan. Like, there's some reading, but it's good reading, and it's about swatching, and it's about figuring out your stitch count. And she's very big on, when you figure some of these things out, you can adapt. Like, it's not so much about adapting other people's patterns, but you might have the tools to do so. But it's about making sure that you can do something where you feel comfortable. And she has some patterns for sweaters in the back for cardigans. And it just, like, I haven't tested it yet, but it looks awesome. And I highly recommend it, and we will put it on our website when we can. But that's Cardigans for Everybody, which is different than what I'm putting on right now, right? But this is super exciting because I think so far the shaping on this looks really good.
I like it.
I have several more rows of cap sleeve stuff before I do some overall body increases too, and then sleeve separation. But it's so soft and lovely. Like, this is all I want to work on right now, which is what I said about another sweater. That wasn't, like, the yarn was different, but whenever I start a project, that's all I want to work on. And sometimes that holds up, and sometimes I get distracted by another project.
No.
So,
I might have distracted you with this one.
A little bit. But all you said is, wouldn't that look good as in stripes? The rest is all on me. So, yeah. So anyway, we're really gearing up. The last thing I want to mention before we sign off is we're really getting geared up for the autumn make-along. There's one spot left in the in-person original schedule of classes. There are 5 sessions for the colorwork, top-down with colorwork and the yoke cardigans. Not cardigans. Oh my gosh. My brain is trying to do too much right now. Top-down, colorwork yoke, pullover sweaters is our focus for the autumn make-along. And I have a short list. Some people have already talked to me about other stuff. As long as it is top-down, whether or not it has colorwork in it, one of the lessons is going to be on colorwork. One of the kind of the lectures, I'm doing it as like a masterclass series is what I'm trying to do. If it doesn't have colorwork in it, then you may not need that session. We will also talk about some increases and ways to do that. This is not going to be how to make up one on your own, though. It's going to be how can we help you through one of the patterns that you've chosen. And so in person are Saturday morning classes, virtual on the schedule, which I'll try to at least have the link in the description for the online listings for the virtual. They're going to be on Sunday afternoons. It's about every other Sunday. People have asked if they can't attend, can they pay the fee and have access to, I'm going to record the Zoom sessions. And they will only be available to people who've paid. So yes, if you're okay with paying the same price as those who attend, because I can't set up tiers for this, but then I will make sure that you have access to the recordings, absolutely. I've set up a second session, which has some funky dates because we had to work around SAF, which means there's a gap of about a month in the middle of between session 3 and session 4. I've set up a second session of in-person. And so I haven't gotten that up in the online shop yet, but it's in my newsletter. You can contact me for more info about that. 1 spot left in the what I'm calling Series A in person. 3 spots left in the Series B. The virtual sessions, I don't have a cap on. We're going to just see how it goes. As many people as want to sign up, because it will be more, it might limit how many people get to ask questions, but we'll do as much as we can with that. Absolutely. So one of the only sweater from the short list that, and I think I've put the short list in descriptions before, the only sweater from the short list that we have a finished sample of in the shop is the Avena by Jennifer Steingass. And I really love this. I did it with a color changing for the contrast and with Fiber Space Vivacious DK for the main color. Someone has already asked, do you need to buy yarn from the shop to participate? No, you just need to purchase the classes to participate. Some people don't have access to our yarn shop because they're overseas, and some people may be stash diving, and that's okay. Like, we'd love for you to buy yarn from us, but honestly, we probably couldn't supply everyone with the yarn they need with what we have in stock. So anyone can participate as long as they pay the class fees. So this is one that a few people I know are choosing to do. I love, if possible, like one of my dreams about this is maybe to be doing a different sweater with each series. So the A, the B, the online, because you know me, I want to do them all. I really want to do the Goldwing by Jennifer Steingass. I'm still figuring out the colors for that. And the yarn. I might use, I want to say, like, I'm leaning towards Ultra Alpaca for that one. The Goldwing has, like, Jennifer Steingass has lovely yoke patterns. Like, she's the one who did the Avena back there. The Goldwing starts with color A and color B, with one for the, like, leafy part and one for the background, and then switches, which is the leafy part in the background, as you're transitioning into the body of the sweater. And I just think that's really, really pretty. So I want to try that. I had a brainstorm last night. We have several knitters who want to do the Mountain Mist by Tin Can Knits. And that is, I have this guy here, which the snow-capped mountains are not part of the pattern, but just the yoke part just has triangles, which are representative of mountains. And I thought we have the hats in the shop. We don't have enough yarn that we did the hat samples out of to do a whole sweater, but I was thinking about Friday Harbor. I have all these pretty colors here. And we have more of a dusty green, an olivey green that could be a really good base color. I was thinking, I've already done a sweater out of these 2 colors, but these are great Blue Ridge Mountain colors, potentially. And I pulled some grays, we've got one blue, we've got, for the top of it, either a gray or a white. I haven't plotted much out beyond that, but I don't know. I think it only needs like 4 colors. And honestly, even though I've already done a sweater out of these 2 colors, part of me wants to use them again because they go so well together. But anyway, Liz will probably help me. It could be that we can't make it out of the colors we have in stock. I don't think I can get in new colors by the time it needs to happen.
This is what I saw driving home last night.
Really?
Yeah,
See?
with the white clouds and yeah.
So, even though this might be a little funky next to each other, it's still, like, if I had a hunter green, that would be perfect, right?
I love olive and teal together. Like, I don't think it's as crazy as everybody's.
Well, like, I started a whole shawl in this, but it stalled out like a few inches in, and it may never get done. So that could be a really cool sweater, and I could have a like Blue Ridge Mountain sweater. So I'm thinking about that potentially. We're gonna see if we have enough in stock. Period. Anyway, I think we have a bunch of this, but you know, some grays and blues could be neat. We just have to maybe throw in I don't think I'd do that, but someone else could, you know?
It looks like Rocky Mountains.
Right?
Like, you know.
Because not everyone lives here in the Blue Ridge Mountains. So, anyway, but if I'm going to do 3 series of classes, then I get to pick a 3rd sweater too. I love picking sweaters so much. I already have 10 sweaters on needles. I should really finish one. This one, if I put in some time this week, my Ranunculus, I bet I could finish. It's mindless knitting. That might be what I'm working on tonight. Speaking of tonight, I haven't put it up on Instagram and Facebook yet, but we do have a virtual sit and stitch night.
Yay.
Yay! That's going to be from 7 to 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. And you can get into Zoom with the shop phone number.
828-877-3550.
And we need to set up outside. So we're going to say goodbye for right now. And I need to get my morning posts done because that's how life has been lately. Is I haven't been able to get everything done at home. And then I forget. And I do it mid-afternoon here. But hey. Show those off. That is really cool. This is your blanket.
Yep.
Do you have 30 of each already?
I need 2 more red ones to have the right number, and I'm not sure how many more of the white and the blue.
And then we could lay it out and make sure it's big enough? Yeah. Or you can decide.
I know it'll.
You can decide it's big enough. So, it's been great to spend some time with y'all. And I'm just going to lean over and turn this off this way because I could walk around, but, you know.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the fun stuff.
Yay! Okay. Bye!